Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we'll be learning how to sew a madam blouse. Okay, a bustier madam blouse. I'm done cutting it and this is what I have. So the first thing I'll just go ahead and do is to place the lace material on top of the mirror face. Okay, so and after that just go ahead and sew it like this. Okay, stitch it together to make a one piece. Okay, so this is the center part, and I also place the lace on top of it like this, and then I'll go straight to my sewing machine to stitch it all around. And the same thing I'm just going to repeat on this one, and this is the back piece. So what I'm just going to do is to place the lace material on top of it like this, and then I'll sew it. So I'm done sewing it, and I attach the breast cup together at once. So what I'm just going to do is to place the two of them together like this. Please make sure you arrange it very well so that it will be equal. Then just go ahead and sew it like this. Okay, and the other side we will bring the side of the breast cup and then fix it as well. Then move over to sewing machine to stitch it. So this is the lining piece, and because I did not put the gum stay, okay, I did not use any cloth gum. I decided to use this wording for it. I cut it exactly the same way I cut the breast pad, and then I will also sew it the same way I sewed the front piece. So I'm done sewing it, and this is what we have. You can see how perfectly the boobs are sitting. So and I went ahead to give it a notch so that it will relax well. So the next thing I'm just going to do now is to fold it together like this to cut out the neckline for the front part. Okay, remember we didn't cut the neckline for the front part. If you have not watched the previous video, please go ahead and watch it so that you understand it more better. Remember we minus 5 inches from the off shoulder. Okay, so I decided to go down by 8 inches. Then I'm just going to connect it like this. Okay, depending on the type of neckline that you want to put. Here I want to put I want to cut this one as a sweetheart neckline, so I'm just going to connect it like this. But if you feel like to cut it as a round neck, you can just go ahead and do it anyhow you want it. So I'll just go ahead and cut it out as you can see me doing. So guys, I'm done cutting it, and this is what it looks like. This is what we have. I'm just going to open it up for you to be able to see it more better. Okay, so guys, this is what we have. Can you see it? So this is what it looks like, and then I will also repeat the same thing on the lining piece. Okay, I'll fold the lining piece as well, and then I will use the main fabric to trace it out. Okay, so that I'll be able to have exactly the same thing I had on the front parts. Okay, just go ahead and place it on top of it like this. Make sure that all the lines are lines together, and then go ahead and cut it. So I'm done cutting it, and it's now time to sew them together. I'll go ahead and place it the right side facing the right side of the lining, and then I'll just go ahead and pin it down. Then I'll move out to my sewing machine to sew it right like this. And then after sewing that, I'll sew the down parts and then stitch the sides. Sew the down parts. Okay, and then this side. Okay, sew the two sides and you are good to go. So here is the back piece. What I'm just going to do is to hold it down with my affix pin, and then I'll bring out the lining piece. Okay, bring out the lining piece, place it the right side facing the right side, and then move over to the sewing machine to stitch it all around. The only place that you are not going to sew is just the sleeve side, because you'll be turning it up from that sleeve side. Okay, and then whatever you did there, just what you are going to repeat on the other part. So this is the front part. I'm done sewing it, and this is what we have. Go ahead and give it a nice notch. Okay, be careful so that you won't cut the thread. So after notching it, I'll just go ahead to flip it out like this. Okay, just go ahead to turn it up to the right side. So I'm done turning it up, and this is what it looks like. Can you see how fine and how beautiful it is? So that's just it. So go ahead and arrange it very well, and then use your hot iron to iron it well, so that it will to lay very flat. Okay, if you cannot iron it, if you don't want to iron it, you can just go ahead and top stitch it. Okay, so make sure that while top stitching it, make sure that all the lining are inside. Okay, make sure that the line is not visible. So this is the back piece. I'm done sewing it as well, and then I went ahead to notch it and then flip it out, turn it out. So this is what I have. I also go ahead and top stitch it, or you can iron it as well. So I'm done ironing it, and it's now time to measure out the darts. So I'll divide the nipple to nipple measurement by 2, or you can go ahead and divide your bust round by 6. Okay, then whatever you have there is just what you are going to use as the dart line. So go ahead and mark it out, and then fold it like this. Okay, go ahead and fold it like this, and then move over to the sewing machine to stitch it. Please make sure that that line starts from 1 inch or 1.5 inches below the armhole. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and stitch it, and I'm done stitching it. This is what I have. I also went ahead to top stitch it so that it will lay perfectly fine. So now it's now time to fix the zipper. So this is the zipper that I'll be using for this particular blouse. What I'm just going to do is to lay it on top of the blouse, the front side of the zip facing the front side of the blouse, and then I'm just going to pin it down. So I'm done pinning it down, and I also move over to sewing machine to stitch it right away. And after that, I will bring out the other one, and then I will also place it the right side facing the right side of the zip, and then I'll also go ahead to pin it down. Please make sure that all the lines are together. Okay, make sure that they are equal, both the neckline and then the length of the blouse. Make sure that everything is equal. Okay, then after you get that, just go ahead and stitch it. Okay, so you can see that it's equal now. So everything is equal, both the down side and the neckline. So let me just go ahead and start pinning it down. Okay, so now, and this is what we have after I'm done sewing it. This is what we have. So what I'm just going to do is to cut out the excess, or the excess of the zipper. I'm just going to cut it out like this, and then I'll fold it in, just as you can see me doing like this. Fold it in and then stitch it. Okay, It's very easy. So I'm done stitching it, and it's now time to join the front and the back piece together. Okay, just go ahead and arrange it like this. Okay, joining the right side facing the right side, and then I'm just going to use my office pin to pin them down, and after that I will start putting the measurements. So I'm going to divide the bust measurement by 2. Okay, the bust round measurement divided by 2, I'll go ahead and mark it as is 40 inches. I'll mark it and then measure out the remaining parts, and I also divide it by 2 as well. Put half at the other side and half at this side. So I'll also divide the waist measurement divided by 2, the waist round divided by 2. I also put it down and then divide the remaining, divide it by 2, and then put it half here and half at the other side. The hip round measurement divided by 2 as well. Okay, after you divide it by 2, put it down, measure the remaining, and also divide it by 2 as well. Okay, so that's just it. I'm just going to connect all the lines together. Okay, connect all the lines together, and then move over to the sewing machine to stitch it following the line that we just marked now. So after you are done sewing it like this, you are basically done with the blouse. It's now remain the sleeve. Okay, but in this tutorial I will not be showing you the sleeve part because I don't want this tutorial to be too long. So in my next video I'll be showing you how I achieve the sleeve. Okay, so guys, thank you so very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please hit the subscription button. See you next time on my next video.